start-finish line again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's episode of Melting of the Minds, or Melting of the Minds 2.0. I'm Mark, your man of leisure, and this is Chris, aka Mr. Crash.
Going down for real.
Hey guys, Chris here from Drone Wolf Media, and the next co-host of the Melting of the Minds.
Thanks for joining us tonight, and we're really happy and excited that you're here to watch this episode. This is the manliest show on YouTube, and we're here every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, so come check us out, like and subscribe for more. This is a man's show, and we're going to give you everything there is to know about tech gear, survival gear, new cars coming out, even some old cars that we just throw in there because we like them, and last but not least, some challenges along the way. Kicking things off this evening, let's give you a little sneak peek on what you're going to see.
On tonight's show, we talk about Jeremy Clarkson and his crew in the new Grand Tour. I drink a cup of coffee. Chris, Mr. Crash, tells you everything you need to have in your car during the winter months should you crash. I gave a comprehensive beer review. And the new Hungry Man Challenge.
If you haven't checked out the new Grand Tour, it's on Amazon Prime, and we're going to be talking about that. So let's just jump right into that one, and here we go.
Alright guys, now it's time for our new car smell segment, and it's going to be a review of the Amazon Prime exclusive, the Grand Tour. Now these guys are the same guys that brought you Top Gear, and yeah, they did that show for 24 years, I think it was. Amazon announced that they were going to give these guys their own show, then I knew it was going to be great and something that couldn't be missed. So yeah, this past November it started, and it's been great. Every week has been, they go to a new city each week, and they have similar aspects from Top Gear, like instead of the Stig doing time trials around the track, they've got this this crazy redneck NASCAR guy called The American, and he's just that guy's a trip. But yeah, it's been just great. Every episode has just been hilarious. So you definitely got to check this out when you get a chance. Definitely check out the Grand Tour if you haven't already. It's on Amazon Prime. If you're not a Prime member, you could still rent it from Amazon on their website. I think you can rent it by the episode, or it's a little cheaper if you rent it by the season. But yeah, it's just a fantastic show. So check it out, guys. And yeah, that's what we got for this week's episode of New Car Smell. Now, stay tuned for next week. Maybe if it's not snowing, Mark will take his Porsche out of the garage. I know if you've seen his last couple of episodes, you've seen all the supercars now. I'm pretty sure he has the Porsche, but I'm not sure about that orange monstrosity he had. I don't know, what was it, a McLaren or a Lambo or something? But I mean, who in the right mind buys an orange car? I mean, you're gonna spend $300,000 or $400,000. You don't buy a freaking orange car, Mark. Come on, work with me here.
You're right, Chris. You don't buy an orange car for hundreds of thousands of dollars. You buy a $20 green screen on Amazon and you drop in a picture of a $200,000 Lamborghini and you sit in front of it. That was a lovely review from Chris on the new Grand Tour television show. And here's my input on that one. It's slightly different and a bit nostalgic. See, I have a 10-year-old son who has grown up watching Top Gear with me. We're big car nuts, and I have to tell you, coming from a perspective of somebody who enjoys editing and film work and also has enjoyed the personalities of the guys that are on the show, I'm extremely disappointed. And let me tell you why. I watched this show with my son. My son can't watch this new show. I honestly feel like they're grown men who somebody just let out of the cage of the basement, maybe, I don't know, but they're running wild, they're being crazy, they're swearing every other word, it seems like, and just vulgar and kind of ridiculous and totally out of character for how old they are. Guys, you're too old to be talking like you do, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. I would love to watch this show with my son. He begs me every time we pass by it on Amazon, but I can't let him watch it. It's too vulgar. Anyhow, moving on. Editing wise, now the first, I'd say 3 episodes, maybe 4 episodes, I was looking at that going, man, I feel like I could do a better job editing that show. It was horrendous. And I don't know if they went back and stole some guys from the Top Gear show or what, but it's definitely, they've upped their game and it's definitely getting much better. But that being said, it was a mess. It was a joke the first few episodes. And so that was disappointing as well. The other thing I'm feeling like is lacking is just the home base. I liked that home base. Even finding some video games that we could play with the same track as that they have. And I know they have a home track, but it just doesn't feel the same. Overall, I was super excited when this came out. I mean, I'm beyond excited. Like, yeah, making an event at my house, okay? But it was lackluster, and that's all I have to say about it. I give it 1 thumb up and the other 1 down. I'm on the fence. I hope it gets better. I'm sure it'll develop. I'm sure they'll take some feedback from some people that are hardcore fans and possibly change it up a little bit. But as of now, not a fan. Moving on to the tech section. Tonight we bring you the Keurig 2.0. And let me tell you, this is a thing of beauty. Not only is it technologically smart and fun, but it's beautiful in your kitchen, and the beauty of it for a man of leisure is the push of the button doing nothing coolness of this thing. So let's jump right into that right now.
Alright guys, so yeah, I just wanted to do a quick review on the latest Keurig coffee maker. I know a lot of people who have these and they're just great, especially if there's only 1 or 2 of you in the household that drink coffee. Yeah, it's just perfect. And this latest model is great because you can set it to turn on at a certain time in the morning, and then you can have it turn off at night before you go to bed. Once you put your filter in or your K-cup, then you're ready to go. You close the lid and hit brew, and off you go. It's about a minute and a half, 2 minutes top to brew a cup of coffee. Yeah, check it out if you're in the market for a nice new coffee maker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ultimate man of leisure coffee maker. So I'm just excited about the handle. All right, so we got it hooked up. We got the water put in. I put a filter in, even though we are going to use distilled water. We just got a new Brita water filter, so for tonight, And for this batch of water, we're going to be using from the Brita. So I don't want I don't want to have to do the decalcification thing. So let's fire this bad boy up and see what happens. Bam, bam. Yep, I did remove the little shipping disc that was in there. Yep. Now it's filling up or something, I guess. Yeah. That's fun. Alright, so I'm not going to sit here and go through all of this. I will bring you back when I've got a cup of coffee in hand, and I'll tell you if I ran into any problems, and I'll tell you how it tastes. See you in a minute. Alright, she's about done. So you can change the light settings in this. There's 4 different colors. You can change your wallpaper on this. There's a bunch of different colors for that. And my coffee is done. And so I'm going to try that out. I can tell you this, it was very simple, very easy. The setting it up, I watched a YouTube video about this before I bought it, so I didn't even read the instruction manual. And we got brewed coffee. I put it on strong. You can change different sizes. This is 8 ounces. And you can get different K-cups for that too. And what else? You could brew hot coffee or hot water instantly with this thing, so that's cool. And yeah, you can see I changed my screen. You can't see it very well, but yeah, that changed the color. So let's give it a shot here and tell you how it is. Bottoms up. It's coffee. It's good coffee. So I'm happy.
Alright guys, so for the survival part, I kind of wanted to go over a winter preparedness kit for the trunk of your car. Now, granted, I know it's a couple weeks into January already, but we've still got quite a bit of winter left for those of us that live up north. So, yeah, you definitely want to think about keeping some supplies in your trunk. Definitely something to consider. I keep a lot of heavy-duty socks, a couple of flannel shirts, big heavy-duty coat, and a heavy-duty quilted blanket. As far as supplies go, I have this emergency road kit that came with my car, but you can pick them up just like this, even better for really inexpensive. So, you know, it's got the reflective triangles in it, pair of jumper cables, some duct tape, emergency blanket. These things keep you really warm. You'd be surprised. A nice flashlight and some spare batteries, and a pair of work gloves if you need to do anything, work on your car or whatnot, and the little tool here that cleans the acid and the corrosion off of your the posts on your battery. A tow rope is definitely a must-have. They're pretty inexpensive, $15-20 at the most, in any hardware store. And yeah, I mean, you slide off the side of the road, and this is invaluable. You'd much rather spend the $15 or $20 and keep this in your car than pay, you know, $100, $200 for the tow truck to come pull you out of the ditch. Yeah, guys, that's what I got for survival this week. Winter preparedness. It's never too late. One more thing is to make sure you check your spare tire. Make sure it's got plenty of air in it. You know, the jack is in good working order. And yeah, just make sure you've got some good supplies. A first aid kit wouldn't hurt either. And yeah, so that's all I got for this week for survival. Stay tuned for the next couple of weeks coming up. I'll be checking out the Army Surplus warehouse here in town. The place is humongous, and yeah, they've got a lot of great stuff in there. So I look forward to showing you guys around and doing some reviews on some of the products they have in there. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next week.
So that was a great review. Thanks for that, Chris. We all know a little something more about preparing our car for winter, and that's a really cool thing. All right, guys. So for my survival gear, I've picked out a little something to share with you guys. Although not quite share with you, at least I'll explain to you what it tastes like and whether I recommend it. This is Dark Persian German Chocolate Cake Ale, and this is by Icicle Brewing Company out of Leavenworth, Washington. Now, if you've never been to Leavenworth, Washington, I recommend going and seeing their town lighting ceremony during Christmas time. It's off the charts. It's the coolest thing you've ever seen. It is straight up like out of Hollywood. It's a little German town, fully decorated German. Anyhow, really cool place. So let's crack this open. You'll have to excuse the Bud Light opener. It was free, okay? And yeah, definitely smells of coffee and chocolate. We're gonna toss this into my favorite Seahawks glass, of course, and give this a try. I know, it looks good, right? It's a good looking beer. Let's try it. Yeah, that's smooth. That's like chocolate cake. This is a meal, folks. Now, here's the funny part. I'm just going to combine this, okay? So, well, I won't combine it, but in the next section, you're going to see the challenge I'm about to do. I'm about to eat as many Hungry Man meals as I can. So I recommend this, by the way. Short little review. Tastes great. I don't think I'm going to have much more because I'm about to try that challenge, and this is very filling, I can already tell. So we'll see you in a second. All right, guys. So here before me, I have 4 Hungry Man dinners. These are full-on Hungry Man dinners. We've got classic fried chicken. We've got backyard barbecue. We've got beer battered chicken. And we've got boneless fried chicken. So let's just start with the, let's see, I guess, let's just go with the boneless fried chicken first and we'll see how far we get into this thing. Right. So, first one heated up and ready to go. We've got some, I don't know what you call this. See, I'm a happily married man. I don't understand this food. And I'm old, so it's been so long that it's been wiped from my memory long ago. So here we go. We're going to dive into this garbage and see if it'll really fill me up, if it's for the hungry man. And by the way, before you even get to it, dude, Chris, there's no way you're going to use my girth as some sort of a crutch in this challenge, because I always see the skinny guys eating the winning the challenges on the eating contest. So here we go. Let's dive in. Hopefully it's not so hot it burns my face off. That's a possibility. Well, it's not a Hungry Man food review, so I don't need to tell you guys what it tastes like. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just going to eat and shut up and do a fast forward through this part. And we'll get to the next one if we can get to a next one.
Going down for it.
Anyway, confession time. Hungry Men works. I'm not hungry anymore. Not even a little bit. Oh, man. Okay, well, for the sake of this experiment, I'm going to try one more. I'm going to do one more, period. But I have to admit, I don't know that Chris can get through 2. That's filling. Yep. Okay. I'll be back in just a second with plate number 2. All right, guys, we're back with plate number 2. One thing I'm not is hungry, but I've made the barbecue pork one up, and I had a flashback after I ate the first one and remembered back in the day how I got through these relatively disgusting meals. I would mix them up. I'm a mixer. It's who I am. I mix things up. So I've pre-mixed this up with the mashed potatoes and the corn and the meat. And let's dive into the second plate and see if we can't get through it and see if there's anything left at the end of this. Anything left of the tank to go for meal number 3. Bottoms up, boys.
Going down for real. It's going down for real. It's going down for real.
All right, guys, that wraps it up. I feel like I'm setting the bar awfully low here, almost to the point of not being manly, because it just, I ate 2. That's all I got. I'm stuffed. I'll tell you what, I think it's harder than it looks, though. I'll make you guys a deal. The first person to send me in a video, just send me a link to your video in the comments below. Like and subscribe to our channel and like this video. First person to send me a link to eating more than 2 Hungry Men in one sitting, no edits, straight up, you're gonna have to find yourself a food assistant so we can prove that you did it. First person that sends me that, I'm gonna send you a $10 gift certificate to Starbucks to wash the crap down. All right, guys. It's been fun. It's been real. Chris, the challenge is on. Can you beat 2 Hungry Men in one sitting? Boy, I'll tell you, it's a bit rough. Have a great night, guys. It's been a pleasure. It's been a joy. We love doing this for you guys. We're here every Thursday night at 7 p.m. It's the manliest show on YouTube, and we're glad you joined us. Have a great night. We out.
Going down for real.